This is a certified hood classic.
Another one.
Arby's, we have the meats.
All rise, order in the court. It is time for. We got to.
Oh, guys in truck. Hello.
2 days in a row, guys in the truck. I'm on vacation. I don't care. I'm barely here anyway. I'm
Boy, these guys
and ready to go. So, guys in the truck, do whatever you want. I don't care.
Unreal. There'll be a meeting while you're gone. I'm telling you.
Go right ahead. Feel free. My God. Anyway, so what? Piggy? What?
Dude, I can't believe this family. I thought the first time we had them on, that was it. It was a huge, big, giant blowout. They're yelling and calling the lady Miss Piggy over the ring. Next thing you know, the fam's back again. Different ones going against other people. And now, yet again, here we are back. Same family, different problems with different ones. So we're going to introduce, eventually, I guess we'll learn everybody's name in every family because it never ends with these people. All they can do is fight. I don't know. Maybe we'll learn a few new players in this game.
There's quite a cast.
But if you're new and you haven't seen the first two appearances, down below, you'll see the links to each one. You can go and check that out. That way you'll know the entire lore of this family and that we are not over-exaggerating, that we are only playing it down, Daddy.
Speaking of not over-exaggerating, I got a chance to watch the video from yesterday with the she's not a sovereign citizen.
Definitely not.
Some real bangers in there, especially with your voice.
Oh, thank you.
I love that.
That was a last minute addition.
There was a part where I had to rewind slightly because I thought I heard that she said that the R word.
She did. That was her. Yeah, she did say that.
I said, did I?
I tried to cut some of it out so it wouldn't pick up on the algorithm.
I heard it,
but I wanted you to know what she said at the same time.
I saw the what come up, and I was like, oh my God, I think she really.
Because she had her keys taken away from her.
Yeah. So if you have not seen that,
and a lot of you have not,
please go back. What are you talking about? I think there's like 26K on there last night.
No, there's like 2,000 on there.
That was late at night. My eyes.
That's all right. I like your math better.
No, but seriously, go back and watch. I promise you will enjoy. Basically, it's just her ranting. I don't. Judge just sat there and I appreciate eye contact.
Yes. I was like, oh my God, she is just on fire. And then she just went into some really weird stuff.
Oh, lots of weird stuff.
It was just all over the place. But she wasn't a sovereign citizen, but yet she had she wanted the right to travel. She wanted she had a fee sheet, all that good stuff.
Oh, yes, she did.
She did everything and said everything a sovereign citizen would, but she wouldn't be calling them, I think it was an American national. Or something like that. We're coming up with new names now.
How about at the end? She says, I can't be here for that. It's a retreat or something that she's talking about.
Yeah, something of the tabernacle she's going to for.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, I bet that's going to be a lot of fun.
There was, some amazing pieces.
She wore the same underwear for 13 days.
13 days. She didn't preach to the ladies there next to her, but she preached the entire time.
And she saved 9 people, I think it was, or something once she was there.
Oh man,
turned it around for them.
So that is that's on the chat. Make sure to go back and watch that.
A huge thank you to everyone who watched yesterday's show where we were talking about watching some Judge Simpson. I think it was like over 5,000 on one channel and
nice.
Like 3,000 on the other. Thank you guys so much. I think it's because I say frustrating wrong that people want to be here.
That's what always brings them around.
By the way, keep your eye out for the frustrating t-shirt that's coming to our store. Just look for the store link.
Yes. I think around New Year's. I think they had a meal.
Mm.
They're on their own. They got ramen noodles. It's fine. All right, let's jump in with. I always forget this judge's name. I can't keep him straight.
Oh, he's the one that looks at his fingernails.
Sam Meyer. Meyer. I don't know. Yeah, and I get him confused to the other. I just think it's him.
Slow reading one.
Right. All right, let's do it.
Okay.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Hi.
Hey, hi. Hello.
And Ms. Gordon, you're free to leave the Zoom call.
Abracadabra, you're not free to leave. You're to stay.
So this is a bit of a complicated. So a number of things have been filed here also.
Sorry, is that not a good start when it goes? It's kind of complicated, and then
It is so many moving parts because they've been here so many times now. Remember old mom's up there.
Can't forget her.
Here's what I understand to be where we're at. So Casey O'Neill on the Zoom call brought an order against, or asked for an order against Otto O'Neill, who's here in court. Subsequently, Tara O'Neill, who's also here in court, brought an order, asked for an order against Casey O'Neill. And then later on, Shelley O'Neill is asking for an order against Otto O'Neill. As I understand things, Shelley O'Neill and Tara O'Neill live next to each other. They share a fence. Casey O'Neill does not live on the premises. Tara O'Neill used to be married or used to be a partner with
Deborah, thank you so much.
I need more cute money, please. Thank you.
We don't hear that very often. I like how the judge setting everything up for us.
And it's already so convoluted and crazy.
Yeah. It's
because all the same last names. This one lived here. This one lived there. It's just a big ass mess.
Casey O'Neill or the cousin? Or what
Cousin.
exactly? The cousin. And what was it? Robert O'Neill? Randy O'Neill. I knew it was an R. So Randy O'Neill. And what's the relationship between Randy O'Neill and Shelley O'Neill? Are they father and or mother and son?
His
or
aunt.
aunts?
It's his aunt.
I see. And so currently also you have an order and your children against Randy O'Neill that covers you and your children, correct? When did that order enter?
The permanent one in November.
In November? Okay.
Now we got to remember, Crean, remembering this. The people in the courtroom are the people who lived in the house that yelled at the people from the thing, called her Miss Piggy. The woman, and that's her son next to her. If I'm not mistaken.
I'm glad you're out. It's
and Randy is the one that used to be married to Casey down here, I think. He's the one that had he had to get out of his own house, and he was losing his land and stuff, and there was a whole thing about the fence and all this other shit.
I mean, pyramid and Zola.
You need to watch all three at the back to back to back so you don't lose all the players. But we'll do our best to try and keep it sorted.
And I mean, it seems like the judge is fairly on it.
He's struggling,
but I mean, yeah, it's quite a cast.
Now, and then also from what I understand, and again, just how we all got here, Shelley or someone, one of the O'Neills, Shelley or Casey, put a no trespassing sign. There's dispute as to what side of the fence it was on. I think from Tara and Otto O'Neill's perception was on their side of the fence. Casey O'Neill was quite adamant in her conversations with the sheriff's office. It was on her side of the fence. In any case, it's not disputed that Otto O'Neill took the no trespassing sign down, went to a different part of the property, used it for target practice, which is somebody else's word, and and now kind
that's
of
for sure.
Here we are. And so that's kind of the long and the short of where we're at. Everybody seems to be nodding.
If I could add something, I also have a protection order for myself and my children against Jamie Hausman, who also lives, it's Shelley.
That's Miss Piggy.
And she also lives with
Does
her.
she live at Shelley O'Neill's place?
Yes,
Okay. And what's her relation? So, oh, I see.
she's
Okay.
Shelley's daughter.
I got you. So,
Is she sitting on her front porch doing this?
all right. So, well, and from what I understand also,
Maybe.
there is a dispute, well, this is my property or not. I'm actually going to start with you, ma'am, Tara O'Neill, because everybody's crossword, and we'll, at some point, we'll swell everybody in. Everybody will get a chance to speak. But could you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear and affirm the information you share will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
You can put your hand down. I have a question. I don't know who owns that property you're currently living on. What's your long-term plan with that? Or is there one?
I'm actually have a couple of other court cases going on with my ex.
Mhm.
A custody case, which I'm trying to include a committed intimate relationship and division of property with that. But he has also filed with Superior Court an eviction for myself and my children.
I see.
Um,
When's that?
Ooh,
the
the Stanley.
It just got rescheduled to February 9th, I believe.
I see.
If you drink
There
out of
was no motion
Stanley's, you
there.
become
His
blue,
lawyer,
like a Smurf.
struck the motion.
Okay. And then who owns the property?
Randy O'Neill owns it.
I see.
Okay, so that's Randy's ex up there. Remember she kicked him out of his own property.
Yep.
Okay. So you're asking for an order against Casey O'Neill. How do you ask? Go ahead. Explain to me why you need an order against her.
I've never met her until the day she showed up at my house early in the morning. First, I got a call from my sister that someone was pounding on her car door.
Oh.
Off with me.
There was a slight, just pounding on her.
I mean, it's like, that's like things are going another direction.
That's because they drop the banjos, get out the sexy music for
I
some
know.
pounding going on.
And then I got up out of bed and heard pounding and screaming at my door and answered it. And that's when I met her for the first time. I was unsure of why she came to my door, but she was screaming about her horse. I still was unsure what she was talking about, but apparently she bought a horse from my ex.
Oh, I thought she was talking about Randy. Thought she called him.
Looking for a stud, bud.
Rooster?
Rooster, yes, which was one of our family horses. But I had no idea she had purchased it because I don't speak with him, and I also don't speak with anybody over at Shelley's home.
Okay.
And then it turned into the no trespassing signs. She brought that up.
Yeah, I heard about that.
But she never came to my home just for a conversation. She didn't come to introduce herself and say, hey, this is what's going on. Can we work together? She came very violent.
Have you had any contact with her since then? Since that, and then somebody submitted the body cam. Was that you?
Body cam.
Yeah. After that, and even then, there wasn't any interaction between you and her. Have you had any contact with her since then?
Not since she came to my home.
Got it. Shelley O'Neill,
Yes, sir.
can you come on the Zoom call, please?
I think I am.
Yeah, no, I mean, unmute yourself, so come on so I can hear you. Can you raise your right hand, please? You swear and affirm the information and testimony you provide will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
You're asking for an order against Otto. And so how is it that you need an order against him?
Because it's been a nightmare ever since Tara Jean got the order against my daughter. And I've been in the vehicle. Otto or Tara has followed us. I don't know if it's because she doesn't know where Randy's living at the time. I don't really care. What irritates us and scares my 12-year-old grandson who lives here is there's a vehicle involved that belongs to another party that Randy was driving when his car was not working or something happened. That lady is Allison Lewis. She lives in Hawaii.
That's a new player.
He asked my daughter
Kiernoff,
to
do you
sell
know
the car for her
person?
because Randy doesn't need it, and she doesn't want to pay to ship it to Hawaii. When Tara got her restraining order against Randy, the extra set of keys to that car were still at Randy's house. So Otto has continued until we got the temporary order to set off the alarm in that car all hours of the day and night, 2 o'clock in the morning, during the middle of the day. He's done it at my daughter's work, so they had to call the police there as well. We're on our 4th no trespassing sign.
4th. Don't
I
trust
put
us again.
chains on the gates because, yes, we share a property line.
You'll-
And
You'll see some.
Randy replaced the fence.
They'll talk lots about the fence and all of that. And it's
Plenty
part
of fence talk coming up if that's something you enjoy. So, I mean,
You're here for the fence.
it's in the cards. It's in the cards.
It's like whenever there's a storm that runs through Jacksonville, North Carolina, we get a lot of fence talk too around here. We do a lot of fence talking and food talking around here.
Was there. I contributed the gates. I have a drive-through gate and a walk-through gate.
Okay.
Those were where the signs were that he ripped off. We have bought 4 different no signs. Otto likes to get in vehicles and act like he's going to run through the fence. It's just, until this temporary order went into place, it's always been something. I don't care anything about these people. I don't want to interact with them. I don't want them on my property. I don't go on their property. I just want to be left alone by this kid.
It really is, Kay. It really is.
So,
Vincent.
thank you. Could you raise your right hand, please?
Thank you, Vincent.
You swear to affirm the information you testify
Thank you.
to will be the truth. The whole
Damien
truth,
with
and
a
nothing but
comment of the
truth?
day.
Speaking of comments of the day, thank you guys in the truck for letting us break the 4th wall real quick and speak directly to you. Hit the like button before Creed comes back, or could be a tragedy, or you could look like, well, you could look like that lady. For real, though, this is the point of the show where I ask you to love us or leave us, like Creed just did. He did the leaving part. He didn't do the loving part. Now let me just be sad because Creed's gone. You know, as a child, I never took rejection well. I walked alone many nights. I walked alone many days. But then a day came when you were in my life. I know this isn't court, but I felt like this was the time. The time for me to let you all know I love you dearly, oh so dearly. And I know you love me because why not? No, I'm not conceited, nor am I confident Creed will be back any second now. But what I am confident about, that tomorrow I'll be working alone without Creed. So it'll be a lot like this. I'm sorry I had to show you this emotional side of me, but it had to be said. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, back to the case. Creed. Look, this is what I got for Creed right here. Yeah, looking real good. Let's add Creed. There's Creed. Looking real good, Creed. Real good. You know, this is also the time of day I like to just sit here. Oh, look, Bishop's calling. He has no idea we're doing a show. Let's see what Bishop's got to say. Bishop on the phone. Hello, Bishop. You're on YouTube Live because I'm doing a show.
Oh, hey, baby. Did you know I was in the hospital?
I did not know you were in the hospital, Mom.
Yeah, I was in the hospital. I could have swore I had talked to you.
Well, no. Yes, you did actually, but I didn't want to take the steam out of yourselves, Mom.
Oh. Well, I'm out of the hospital now, and you said you were going to come and see me when I got out.
I know, Mom. I'll do my best. I'm really busy with work, though.
You remember what you said you were going to get me for Christmas?
Money.
That's right. You better bring me some money.
I will, Mom.
That way I can either A, I can just lose it, or B, I can give it to somebody, or C, I can buy something off the TV like I did before. You remember whenever I bought that thing that where you spray your face?
Yeah, the anti-aging thing. Yes, I do remember that. Yes, and it was a lot of money if I remember correctly.
That goddamn thing was about $400.
I know, Mom. There's no getting the wrinkles out of your face, though.
Yeah, I know. I look in my face and I look in the mirror. I say, God, where did the time go? I see this old woman whenever I look in the mirror. I don't look like no 82-year-old woman I ever saw.
Mom, you're not 82, are you?
I am 82. I'll be 82 February 14th.
Well, you look great, Mom. As much as I would love to continue talking to you, I've got to go.
All right. Well, I'll talk to you later then.
All right, Mom. I love you. Hey.
Have you seen your...
I haven't seen Lewis.
All right.
All right.
All right. I love you.
I love you too, Mom.
Have you seen your sisters?
No, one of them's in the hospital and the other one I think is going to see her.
Okay, that's what I was going to tell you. The other one's in the hospital. I was in the hospital. I'm Jean Anderson, and she's only. She come in, she got the hot tag. I went in, I come out, she went in, baby. I told you to cut the road, baby.
Yes, you did, Mama. I've got to go.
Yeah,
really, I do. Creed's back now. Right. I got to go, Mom. Okay, Thank you for helping, though. Thank you, Mom.
Yeah, okay, bye.
Goodbye. Sorry, Mom.
To my surprise, coming back from that was not a Creed frame, by the way. We lost it, and I completely had to restart the thing.
That was rough. I'm not gonna lie. That was the hardest 5-6 minutes I've had to do in quite some time. They call that heavy lifting, children.
Well, we haven't heard from Mama Bishop in forever. So.
Yeah, it was good to hear from her.
All right.
Now from one mother back to another.
Yes.
See what's going on in this case.
Good God.
As Shelley O'Neill just said, I'll probably want to hear from you again when I hear from Miss Casey O'Neill. So go ahead. What's your position on what you just heard?
My mother instructed me to.
I need you to speak louder so it's picked up on the radar.
My mother.
First of all, how old are you?
18.
Thank you.
Nice.
Go ahead.
My mother instructed me to take down the no trespassing signs. So I did. They were on the internal side of our fence, facing towards our property.
Internal.
As far as the extra car, I don't have access to any other keys or don't get access to any other keys at that.
Well said.
So where is the car? Is the car in your place, Ms. O'Neill, Shelley O'Neill?
Yes, it is.
That would be pretty wacky, going off crazy times and in your yard.
Yeah. That's
maybe there's a short.
And you're saying there's no key? You don't have the keys?
No, Your Honor.
And you don't have the keys to that car?
No, actually, I'm waiting on keys myself. My ex was court ordered back in November to give back home keys and mailbox keys because he was no longer there and my mail was being stolen. I still haven't received those back. So
well, good that they don't have to throw it away.
3 little trucks at our house that we have keys to. I mean, we have keys to our own vehicles. I've never even driven that car or I've never had keys.
Your Honor, that's, if I may, Tara is correct. She has never had keys to that car, nor has she ever driven that car. Again, there's no love lost between her and Allison, so Allison wouldn't allow her to drive her car. But the car came with 2 sets of keys.
I could hear it off.
And the spare set was left at that house. And it's correct, Randy's never been able to get the keys or any of his items.
Constant.
Because they can't agree on a time and a place or whatever. But that's between them, and I don't care. I just know that according to the car owner, there's 2 sets of keys, and the other set was there. She left them there.
Yeah. How old is this car?
I don't know. It's a 2000 something.
How much does she want for it?
Silver Honda.
I'm in the market.
You said this happens at her work too?
Looking for a car.
Yes, and the police were called, and they went to her work. And when they talked to Otto, he said he was just going to Dairy Queen to get something to eat.
Where does she work?
They make their own ranch there.
Queen?
No, she works at a driving school. It's kind of like a mini. There's a driving school. There's Dairy Queen. There's
hell of a town.
I think there's Domino's Pizza. There's all kinds of little stores.
Do they hand you your ice cream upside down still?
Strip
this little area. There's a Starbucks.
I like
and
ice
so
cream.
when the police came, Otto was there?
Yes. He was at Dairy Queen. The thing with Otto is he always likes to let us know that it's him. He's followed us to the store. We went to Walmart and he parks across from us and sits there revving his engine and staring at us. For what reason, I don't know. I mean, it's a typical kid thing, I think. A typical kid that's got issues. His mom says he does this stuff.
She likes kids, I think.
Concussions. He's had a lot of concussions.
What is
runs the daycare
to his medical records. I don't want to know. I just want to leave us alone and to stop. And I think it's interesting that since the temporary order has been in place, not once has the car alarm gone off.
Interesting.
All right.
She's a kid.
Ms. Casey O'Neill, will you raise your right hand, please? Unmute.
A kid with mental disorders.
The testimony you provide will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, Your Honor.
You can put your hand down.
She looks a lot like her, James. You're right. This one up here.
Again, my only interest in this case is my horse that's on my aunt's property. The police told me to put those signs up, and it was New Year's Eve when I was over at I don't know if you know what Truly Motivated building is there in Yelm. So I'm where the property meets, but I'm over here, across the way, and I see fireworks going off and I hear gunshots, and I call, and they had to call the police because my sign was taken down and shot.
No,
I thought maybe they're having quinceañera.
Those of you city dwellers, lots of people like to shoot signs for some reason. That's a thing, I guess.
Up and down the roads, especially any unincorporated roads, you'll see bullet holes and all kinds of signs.
Gosh, she looks a lot like her. That was a very astute.
Our neighbors had a quinceañera one time, and there was pew pew sounds and fireworks.
Well, how do you distinct? I couldn't tell the difference between both of them. But,
it's easy.
This is my only interest in this case.
I
go to that property, I ride my horse. Randy O'Neill did not see that horse. Allison Lewis, the owner of the horse, told me the horse. I've known Allison since I was a teenager. She's the one that taught me how to ride.
Oh,
Oh.
hell, sexy music time.
And so my fear of auto, let me tell you where my fear of auto comes from. Yes,
Tell
I
me
went to their
more,
property.
please.
I 100% went to their property. Tara had to hold Otto back, who came out without a shirt on and was going to hit me.
Hey now.
Oh, that's how you know he's
It's
serious.
just,
No
I
shirt.
was on their property. Well, it's not. I was on my cousin's property.
Does he
Let's
think he
back
lives
up a
in
little bit.
Florida?
I didn't know any of the story. I didn't even know he wasn't there. This is all like new information to me. I've been just, I haven't been a part of our family for a while due to my own issues.
Uh-oh.
But
Issues.
he had his mom not have stopped him, that young man would have hit me. He appears a lot stronger than I. A lot stronger.
Rippling muscles and
So
whatnot.
I am in fear of this young man. And if I could continue my order, I would appreciate it. Also, I have not been served yet while I'm speaking to you. It was supposed to be emailed to
Well,
me,
you're
but
not-
it has.
Okay. I guess it looked to me like you were. So were you here? You were here last week, weren't you? Didn't we set this over?
You were supposed to email it to me, but I never received it.
That's not judge's fault.
Which is fine. Your Honor,
Right.
I accept being served.
Yeah,
If that's
just
what
stop.
you
Hi, Grigsy.
I'm sorry.
Okay. It's all available on the court file. Maybe there was a miscommunication of some kind.
Maybe if you could resend it, that'd be great, and I can look over it. It's really not of
Well,
any
it's not,
importance.
you're not going to send it. You get on the Thurston County District Court website and then you look in the court file through there.
Hi, Amy.
Okay, I'm
That's the
sorry.
miscommunication. You didn't send it.
Okay, that's my bad, probably.
Well,
That's
again,
your
same thing then, if I'm going to be on here next week, you won't have to repeat everything. If you want a copy to review all this, we can come back next week.
I don't want.
And why'd you bring it up?
Right?
Do we have to come back next week, or can we resolve
Well,
anything?
you
that-
just said you wanted to review all the stuff that had been filed.
No.
Hi,
You
I
haven't
don't
been
have-
served. So I'm saying, okay, that's fine. If you I understand that. I'll
Yes.
give you an opportunity to review all that. And then, yes, it probably would have to come back next week. But if
No.
you're ready to go forward today on the evidence that I have in front of me here right now, then I can make a decision right now.
She's making quick
I mean,
cuts
it's
down there.
kind of up to you. You have the right to be able to look at all this stuff. And if you haven't done it, then I'll give you that opportunity, certainly.
I'd like to proceed. Please.
So those no trespass signs, tell me about those. I mean, she says they're on their fourth one. But
There was two that were on our gate that me and my dad had. That whole fence line, me and my dad had made the previous summer.
and that's Randy?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And
The Randinator.
I believe I took pictures of the signs on our side of the fence and along with the locks.
I'm gonna ask your mother, do they need that door to get in and out there?
No,
No,
Yeah, I
It
mean, do you
goes-
need that door?
do we need it?
Yeah, to get
No.
in and off your property?
No, it's to get, it goes between my property and their property.
I see. So who cares if there's a chain on it and lock?
Oh, we don't care if there's a chain or a lock.
Okay.
It was put on by them.
Okay, well, I thought I heard somebody saying someone was trying to take it off.
What is she doing
Did I
down
get
there?
Otto
I
was,
have-
Whoa, hey.
Say that again, Shelley
I
O'Neill?
saw that.
Otto was trying to take it off when we first put it on.
I've never tried to.
Okay.
If the
So
fence
why did
belongs
you-
to them, can't they take off anything that's put on it?
I would
Why'd you
think
take that
so.
No trespassing sign and shoot holes in it.
Uh,
I mean, how do you think that was gonna be perceived by other people?
the signs were they're thin like sheet metal.
Yeah,
And our
Like
horses,
$2.
since they used to be kind of pasture buddies, they kind of yell at each other from the pasture. And
so you have horses out there too?
yes, sir.
Not rooster though.
No, me and my father had bought a horse for each other, and
No, my question is,
Everybody's buying horses, Tiny Piggy. Thank you for the
that doesn't
$5.
make any sense to me.
Gotta talk to a man about a horse.
ours is further.
I don't either. And how do you think that Ms. Shelley O'Neill's gonna see that when she puts out a no trespassing sign? There's been more. You take one and shoot some holes in it. What do you think she's gonna think?
Silence.
He might be strong, but he's dumb as a rock.
Then at the Dairy Queen, do you have any interaction at the Dairy Queen with
the Dairy Queen.
It's called the DQ, Judge.
They hand you your
police
ice
you
cream
had
like
contact
this.
with- apparently, Ms. O'Neill, Shelley O'Neill said that that alarm in that car went off while it was at someone's work. And law enforcement came and you were contacted the Dairy Queen. You went there to get something to eat. And then, but it was near when that car went off.
No, Your Honor, I've never been approached by any officer.
Okay. Ms. O'Neill,
Yes.
don't laugh. It's possible that I'm not thinking this is funny. So you shouldn't laugh.
It's funny either, sir.
Okay, so tell me about what happened there.
It's very frustrating. It scares my grandson. It scares my granddaughter that live here.
The wind blowing through her hair.
I don't know why Otto does the things he does. His mom blames it on his concussions and his impulse control. I don't really know. I'm not a medical doctor. I just want the child to leave us alone. And he doesn't. He has only stopped doing all this stuff. Not once has the alarm gone off. Nobody has followed us. And that has only happened since they were served with the temporary restraining order. So to me, it's working because they're leaving us alone. I certainly don't bother them. I don't care what they do.
Okay.
If I
All
may,
right,
Your
hang
Honor.
on just a second. I'm going to hear from Tara O'Neill. Go ahead.
Regarding my son's concussions, he's had concussions. It doesn't, he's
Elaborate.
always done target practice. The sad thing is, since splitting up with my ex, he's not his biological father, but he is the only father that he knows.
Right.
Oops.
And he used to call Shelly Grandma Shelly. And up until we split up, now all of a sudden they want nothing to do with my children because we are not blood O'Neills. And it's actually really sad.
They are.
Yeah, I
TikTok,
agree with that.
Sammy,
My
it's
son,
nothing.
he should not have taken the signs. I instructed him to take them down. Our animals have gotten hurt on those kind of signs in the past, ours that we actually put up. So we've learned our lesson. We didn't want them on our side. I did not tell him to shoot them, and he shouldn't have done that. But my son, ever since we lived there, we've done target practice in the same spot. His dad's done it. I mean, the neighbors have always known of it. Some of our other neighbors have even come over to that same area. My son never would try to hurt anybody. He is not that kind of kid. He did not come at Casey O'Neill. She was very aggressive when she came into our home, and I actually thought she was going to try and fight me. My son was woken up out of his sleep, and he was.
She looks like she would fight.
She's out of chair right now. She's
I
yelling.
couldn't hold him back even if I tried, if he was trying to get through.
She's pissed.
So
do you think that they have her muted? And
oh yeah. Otherwise, she'd be going off right now.
Yeah, she was mad. I've seen her mouth a few things.
Oh yeah. At first, I thought she was just talking to somebody on the porch, but I believe she was just trying to interject some bullshit into this case.
Boy, some of you in the chat today, I gotta watch you.
Spicy, you say?
Spicy, very spicy. Some, not just Flusha this time, but even Paisley. That'd be great if she went in.
She ran to the bathroom.
Ms. Shelley O'Neill,
Big
gotta
man.
hear from you. You want to say something?
Yes, Tara is correct in that we haven't had anything to do with her children, but that's not at our request, that's at hers. She and Randy share a son that is a great nephew to me that she refuses to let any of us see. Her other children,
I miss Kate.
I don't know if it's at Tara's request or their own decision, ignore us. They don't talk to us when they see us. So we have not stopped Tara stopped the contact between her children and any of the O'Neills.
All right. Do you want to say something, Casey O'Neill? And then I'm going to give a ruling.
I would like to say that she put a restraining order on my cousin and my other cousin, Jamie Dean, so nobody can contact.
They make great
those
sausage.
children because it was a third-party contact.
Her
correct?
cousin makes very good sausage.
I mean, yeah, I'm not going to.
I'm sorry, I'm done. Okay,
I
thank you.
talk about an order that I've never seen. I'm not going to, if you're asking me to say correct or incorrect, the short answer is I don't know, and I'm not going to comment on that.
You don't have to say correct. Our family is very big on family. We always have been. It's important for
Are
us
you?
to see our family. That is not our choice, Your Honor. It never has been.
Okay, so the ruling, again, there's 3 cases here, and here's what I'm going to do on all 3 of them. I'll go in chronological order, I think. And then on the case of Casey O'Neill asking for an order against Tara O'Neill, or no, against Otto O'Neill, that's going to be denied. The incident that referenced about she came onto Tara O'Neill's property. I'm not sure exactly when. Again, created quite, for lack of a better term, a ruckus. I thought the body cam that was submitted by Ms. Tara O'Neill was pretty compelling. And what, and again, I read it before, but I'll read it again. Give me just a second in terms of definition of harassment.
That's a weird name to give a kid nowadays. Otto.
No, definitely. But big fan of the movie Airplane, obviously. And Madigan, I'm pretty sure the former, but not sure. The latter part of
Plus,
that.
Casey O'Neill said that she had been out of play for a while because of her own personal issues. So we don't know what those are. Maybe she's got concussions.
Conduct.
And how did that Otto get so damn many concussions?
Non-willful course of conduct directed at a specific person that seriously alarms, annoys, harasses, or is detrimental to such person and serves no legitimate or lawful purpose. And again, there has been some interaction. Again, I'll get to the trespassing signs when I talk about Ms. Shelley O'Neill's order, but Ms. Casey didn't live on the property. And then I not hear anything that indicates that there's been any sort of threat to this horse. And I know the sheriff's office referenced that in the body cam. And so again, the behavior,
we're going hard.
Ms. O'Neill's failed to present a sufficient pattern of conduct that rises a level of harassment with regard to Otto O'Neill. With regard to Casey O'Neill being the respondent in Tara O'Neill's petition, that is going to be denied as well. That's when their interaction was essentially a single incident where Ms. Casey O'Neill came on to the property.
Oh, somebody's coming again. Steve might be out of something. Maybe been kicked to the head by a horse.
Maybe we should keep them away from the horses. Yeah, maybe that's what's going on. But man, it seems like the judge is struggling today to just even figure out what he wants to say. It was like a last minute decision. It seemed like I don't know. Denied. Poor Otto.
And again, to confront her about something, the state of her horse. And then there was, she had been trespassed from that property by the sheriff's office, told her she had no right to be on that property. As far as I know, she hasn't been back. So again, that hasn't been a pattern of conduct that rises to the level of harassment also. So that's going to be denied as well. With regard to Shelley O'Neill's petition,
4 for 4.
A little bit different because
denied.
Ooh, this one's a little bit different, he said.
Oh, with regard to the horn, the proximity of Mr. Otto O'Neill,
autoimmune system.
When the horn has gone off, there was the disputed issue as to whether or not this happened at her work while Mr. Otto O'Neill was close by at Dairy Queen. So I have no idea what you're talking about. Ms. O'Neill says, no, that actually happened. Ms. Neal also said that the horn has stopped ever since the temporary was entered. And also there's the issue of the no trespass signs. I mean, I asked you how old you were. You're 18. Just continually put a no trespassing signs out, you take it down. Another one comes up, you take it down. You take one down, shoot it full of
pass it around,
a hole in it. I'm not sure exactly how many. Of course, that's going to annoy and harass the people who put the sign out. And so I am going to enter an order in behalf of Ms. Shelley O'Neill. You just got to stop that. You understand that?
Wow, Shelley got hers.
And don't go ahead. You wanted to say something? Yes.
There was only one incident where the sign was put up and taken down.
Okay.
Was one time.
And before all this, I mean,
I know you got along well, apparently, but I'm just going to draw a line there that you're just not to have any. I'm finding that there's been a sufficient allegations of behavior consistent with harassment. So you just, I know what your position is on that alarm, but I don't want to hear about any alarms again. I don't want to hear about any signs ripped down or shot afterwards. And Ms. Shelley O'Neill and Ms. Casey O'Neill, if you want to put a no trespassing sign, this isn't part of the order. This is just a word to the wise. Put it on the ground, not attached to the fence, on your side of the fence. Just do it. That way, there's no dispute about where it is or anything like that. If it's a shared fence, arguably it could be on the it could be construed no matter which side it's on. Either party would have, if it's a shared fence, may have a right to address it. But given what's alleged, that's what I'm going to do here for today. You understand that, Mr. Otto O'Neill? Okay, you're old enough to figure that out. But all the other two will be denied. Yes, sir.
What are like the?
This is going to be. I'll tell you the perimeter. You're just not to have any contact with her. Don't follow her around. Don't look at her. If she don't talk to her. Don't do anything. And if she puts signs up, I leave them alone.
May I say one
You
quick
want to say
thing?
something,
You are not involved.
Yeah, I just,
I'm sorry.
What about the guns? I'm
What's that?
sorry.
No, I'm not making any ruling with regard to that. I mean, people, and again, I've heard that they've taken target practice on that, and I don't take guns away from people just because they have them. And I'm not making any ruling on that.
It's not like they're out
smart
threatening
in
with
how you use that.
what I mean?
Otherwise, we'll be back here. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
And maybe more serious charges.
my question was, when the sheriff served him, he said that he wasn't allowed to be within 1,000 feet of. his
Yeah, we're
property.
going to change that. That's going to be, he's just not, there's not going to be a distance restriction.
Okay.
He's not to come onto the premises. So has he not been home since then? Yeah.
No, he.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So he's not to come with, again, give me just a minute here. Let me
Okay,
let me
thank you.
fill all these out here.
Oh my goodness, Casey's losing it down here.
And she's even got like her whole hand in her mouth at one point there just a second ago.
Well, we got the judgment. He's just filling out some paperwork now for everybody, but
I commend him too on the pew pew thing. That's I mean, if he's not running around, I'm gonna get you, I mean,
we've kind of heard it's, we watched a lot of these thousands at this point, and there's a lot of times where it's like, somebody's got a TPO against you. They take your guns away. You're not allowed to buy a gun or anything like that for an entire year. So I don't know exactly what's going on here, but it's a mess.
It is definitely a mess, and I don't think that this is the last in this saga.
No, I don't believe so either. No. And if you are just getting here, look down below. You can see all of the appearances from this whole family over the last several months. So part 1, part 2 down below. Different members of the same family going after each other, and it all hinges on Randy and Tara. That's the one common thing that's in all three of them is Randy and Tara, which is his ex-wife now.
Yeah.
Not getting along. And anyone that's on one's team Randy or team Tara are drawn into this entire mess, and they all live. I don't want to say it was a compound, but
that's
it
what
sounds like a compound.
Yeah, just a more rural compound, I guess.
Yeah, they're all in like a triangulated area together. And they
Simon,
can't
go
get
back
away.
and watch the first two. They're worth.
It's the first two are bangers for sure.
Yeah.
There's Kay, by the way. Kay will be joining me tonight for members only on We Got a Case. It'll
Love
be
that. Cool.
She's wanting to venture into the live realm, so she's gonna hop on with me this evening and do members only for We Got a Case. If you're not familiar with her channel, it's the same name that you just saw on the screen. I don't try and say it. It's KL.
Just remember, KLF, 3 a.m. Eternal. That's all you need to know. Well, guys, appreciate it. I'm going to see any of you. I will kind of sort of maybe see you here maybe tomorrow morning or at least the over the weekend. We'll do a morning stream. I said to Mikey, I said, it just like last night just dawned on me. I'm like, oh, crap. Yep, we can do that. That's cool. That's fun. We got in Gatlinburg where we're staying is Creekside. So that'll be kind of fun. Looking forward to that. By the way, the weather, it's like 90% chance of rain all the way through Sunday, but it's not going to be free. I mean, I listen, they've been closed down in Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge area because nobody can get off of the mountains because it's been just frozen tundra because they got hit with a blizzard. So I think it's better. At least it's going to be in the 60s.
Yeah,
that's what I was saying to Emily. I'm like, I'll take the rain in the 60s. Anyway.
Everywhere will be open. That's good.
Right. Not just closed down because everybody's, So anyways, heading off to the casino today. So I will not see you guys for We Got a Chase, but I'm sure
you'll be there in spirit. I promise you.
Thank you, Tiny Piggy.
It's a promise.
Yeah, quite a family there, and makes me very happy to not. This time around, she seemed a little more level-headed.
Yeah, remember she was going in for like a procedure or something in episode 1.
Yeah, she came off completely different to me and the others. Of course.
The daughter she gets fired up.
Oh yeah, she's
Miss Houseman or something like that. I think her name House.
Yeah, I'm glad Kay's coming on with it. That's going to be fun.
I'm pretty sure this is Kay's first time doing anything live. So again, you got to test it out. You got to test the waters, Daddy.
Oh, thank you guys. We'll have a good time. I ran up of course the minute we get off a stream. Out on the couch, I ran it up to over 500 last night. So
cash it out, Dad.
I'm cashing it out, but I'm going to be very careful not to cash that right in at Old Harris Cherokee.
Yeah, take it from one casino and give it to another. Don't do that, for God's sakes.
That's a good point. Yeah, no, my internet that time was not a Creed frame. It just went out. I sat here and looked at it, and because I can tell, it'll tell me. I can basically tell if it's a Creed frame. I get this little thing up top. But that wasn't even there. Just everything.
Yeah, you were completely gone. And it was. I could see that you was out the door. Speaking out the door, real quick for Creed. Thanks everybody. Make sure you check out our new video that's gonna be premiering at 3 p.m. Eastern time. Judge J. Cedric Simpson, and the J is for Justice, will be taking on this lady that actually requested him. She wanted to go before him because I think she felt like she was going to win, and it just doesn't turn out very well. So go and see the disastrous Section 8 case with Judge J is for Justice, Cedric Simpson.
I love it. And don't forget what we were talking about earlier, too, the video of the sovereign citizen. 73 she is, I think.
Yeah, do not. If you guys missed that yesterday, go back and watch it. It's on Credence and Mikey. Go over there and watch it. It is beyond entertaining. Beyond. Oh.
Justice. We'll see you soon, guys. Thank you so much. The Fuss and Fight Express. Deborah, thank you. Kiernoff and Tiny Piggy.
Denied.
Not you, but that family. Pretty much all denied.
Also, thank you to Mama Bishop for checking in.
How about that?
At the perfect time.
That
better.
That was perfect timing. That's funny.
And
Was she
Mom-
watching or something, or just a
She-
random
It's
perfect
just a
time?
random perfect timing, I think. I'm pretty sure that's what it was, but it could have been a strategic strike. I don't know.
My Michelle, look down there in the
If you look
description.
down there in the old description, you'll see it's labeled first and second. So
Thank you,
right
JJJ.
down there for you.
Yeah,
We'll all keep our fingers crossed for Creed, but we'll be back at 4 or 5. We also had that premiere at 3 o'clock. Make sure you check it all out. Until then, stay safe, stay hard, stay tuned, because you never know when Mama Bishop might call back. Oh, great. Just got a text from Mama Bishop.
Oh, what's it?
Schedule.
Oh no.
Great. Now I got to pay her appearance fees.
Oh, God.